Hi everyone, it's Mandy. It's been a while since I've done a video, and that's weird lighting, isn't it? But I felt like I needed to do one. It's, obviously the countdown to the holidays. Everybody's been getting ready for them. Super busy. I've been overwhelmed. And I don't know if other people have felt this way or not, or if it's just me. But we've had a lot of things going on. Not just the holidays and things, but we've had some family stuff going on. We've had one of our best friends had a horrible car wreck, and where he was in a coma for almost a month. Then he came out, but we didn't know if he was going to be able to talk or not. I'm getting in my closet because I don't want everybody else hearing what I'm talking about. But he's come out of it, thank goodness, and he has brain damage, but it does seem like he's going to come out of it. In fact, he's been in some of our videos. Ruben, my husband's friend, that whenever I'd go have lunch with him, sometimes he would be there. It was him that was in the car wreck. So, anyway, it just, all of these things hit me really hard all at once because of the time of year it is and everything. I don't do well in the wintertime anyway. I've got seasonal depression. It always hits me in winter. I'm fine in the summertime and spring and everything, and it gets me sometimes, some days worse than others. And everything. And so because of that, it can sometimes make you feel very overwhelmed by the things that are bothering you, but yet you don't have the energy to do anything about it. And so that's kind of how I've been. So I had to find some way of getting through this. And, you all know I've been following the Flylady, and she's who I follow most of the time, but I do have another person that I've been following as well. Sorry for my incredibly messy closet. Okay, this is something I'll be getting to. But anyway, one of the other people that I follow is Alejandra. She's got a YouTube channel. Alejandra.tv is her website as well. She's really great at organizing. She's an organizer and stuff. And so I actually took her organizing course. It helped me a great deal, but it was still so much once you actually get into it. I mean, I could tackle a project like this closet. That's my next one to tackle from her. Xander's toys was my first one, and I haven't even shown y'all what I did with that. Anyway, I made a great system, and Xander can actually clean up his toys when he's actually motivated to do it. He knows where everything goes now, whereas before everything was just kind of a muck. But anyway, so I followed her, and she has ways that she likes to clean as well as part of her organizing system. One of the things that kind of bothers me about Flylady is that, you have your weekly home blessing and stuff, which I'm horrible at remembering to do. I'll just be honest with that one. But then it always bothered me the things that aren't getting cleaned, and I know it's because she mentions perfectionism and things like that, but I don't think it's perfectionism wanting your house clean for whenever a company's coming over for the holidays. I did a crisis cleaning video not long ago, right before my mother-in-law came in to visit. She's still here. She's been visiting, and it looks like she's going to be here for a very long time. She might be moving in. We're trying to see what needs to be done in her situation to decide, what we're going to be doing in the future. So because of that, everything's kind of up in the air. So like I said, there's a lot of things going on that I don't know what to do and how to devise the system. So because of this, I've been very frustrated to the point I just kind of stopped doing everything again. And if y'all are like me, you have these situations too, or you've been there, you know how that feels, and you just feel totally defeated again. And like almost to the point that the work that you did and that you put in so hard was for nothing. And I just wanted to share this video, so I just wanted to be honest and to show you all that, somebody that seems to have it together, which I by no means seem like that type of person, but some of y'all feel like I am, and bless your hearts for thinking that way. But I'm definitely not one that has it together. But I just wanted y'all to know that, I still have bad days, And those that criticize me for my cleaning and things like that, you don't know what my bad days are. So what you're seeing is actually good cleaning for our house. But anyway, I did managed to pick myself up and said that, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And this is what I basically have determined. Okay, so I know Flylady teaches a morning routine, an afternoon routine, and an evening routine. So basically I've learned I have a morning routine down. Okay, so I basically get up in the morning, start work for a little while. If my son has school, then I take him to school that day. Right now they're out for Christmas, so of course I'm not doing that. And then after that, I take like an hour off from work. I clean up the house and do my morning routine, which is doing the dishes, because I don't like doing them at night. It's just not something I like to do. I know completely the opposite of what Flylady talks about, but I find it better to do it in the morning. It really doesn't bother me. So I do my dishes in the morning and have them washing during the day in the dishwasher. So I basically unload my dishwasher, load it back up, and then not only that, my kids and husband never got into the habit of putting them in the dishwasher, and so it was just, I was still going to be doing it anyway, so why not just do it at once instead of doing it constantly throughout the day. So that's the reason why I decided on that one. So I do the dishes, I do a load of laundry, I at least do one load. Most of the time that's all I do is one load. And I alternate days basically. So one day would be darks, one day would be lights, one day would be towels, one day would be Xander's clothes, and then Friday's normally bed sheets. Okay, so there's that. And then the other thing is, I'm losing my mind. Oh, the swish and swipe of the bathroom. I do that every day now. So y'all can actually see my bathroom. I will show you. So I have swished and swiped my counters. I have these things here because I had my thing charging and everything. But anyway, here's my counters all nice and clean. The shelves are still dirty, but the counters is what I do, and the sinks. And then of course the toilet as well. So that's all nice and shiny. I do that every day. Okay, I also make my bed every day. That's become a habit as well, which is nice because I did not have that habit before. So I've got the bed made and laundry that still needs to be folded. I'm waiting on the other load to come out of the dryer today. I was off from work, so I did more around the house. So because I was allowed to, and I'll get more into that in a second on what I'm doing now for the extra stuff. Okay, so I do that. I do my daily devotion in the morning. I update our checkbook in the morning, so that way I always know where our budget is. I did discover if I do that every day, then we stay on budget and we never go off budget. Because I get those, warning signs in my head that, oh no, we're getting close. I need to tell Terry, slow down on the spending and things like that for groceries or something. We need to plan our meals better, where we do bulk meal instead, things like that we can play around with better. Okay, so there's that. What else do I do? When I make the bed, I pick up the laundry too. So then that's when I do the laundry, is after I make the bed and stuff. But anyway, do that. Oh yeah, I'm an eBayer. So I check my eBay to see if there's anything I need to relist. I do that, or I at least relist or list one new item a day, if possible. I also get things together to ship if anything's sold. So I do all that in the morning. And so basically all of that put together takes about an hour. And then Xander, he's here during the day with my mother-in-law, and so I'm having to wrangle him in between doing all those other things. So sometimes, it takes me the whole hour to do it. Sometimes it takes less. If it does, then I go back to work sooner, things like that. So, all right. So, but the thing is, I've got these decluttering things to do, which I'm actually looking at possibly doing Alejandra's decluttering program. that she just came out with. I'm very curious about it because of the fact her organizing thing was good, and then also the fact that she mentioned that her organizing became overwhelming to her, and that's what started this whole decluttering thing. So I'm wondering if it might be that she basically made her, master class first, and then this is going to be her beginner class, kind of. Because they kind of need to go hand in hand, right? Okay. So I'm thinking about doing that instead of just doing the Flylady 15-minute declutter, because I never was motivated to do it in the first place. I'd always find excuses not to do the 15 minutes and so on. So anyway, now I'm going to show you my next thing. This is how I found I'm going to clean my house, is this simple method here. You're like, what in the world? Okay, so those of you that are on Flylady's website, y'all know that Flylady has a, what's it called? A detailed cleaning list. So I basically took the detailed cleaning list and I put every single individual thing, and I tweaked it, of course, to my house, because, some of the things I would do for multiple rooms, like kids' bedrooms and things like that. But, like, for instance, this one says straighten toy shelves in Roscoe's room. Well, Roscoe didn't really have toy shelves, but, it would basically mean clear off his flat surfaces in his room of his toys and stuff like that, because that's what he does, basically, is he puts all that stuff there. So anyway, what I do is when I find time to actually do more of a detailed clean, like say I get off work earlier than I was supposed to or something like that, I'll come to this, I'll draw out, one at a time, or if I know that I have like an hour, I'll draw out 3. And then those are my 3 tasks that I'm going to do. In that hour, I'm going to really focus and do those 3 things. And I know y'all that do Flylady, you're like, no, you're not supposed to go more than 15 minutes at a time. But she does her crisis cleaning, and she does 45 minutes at a time if you pay attention to that. Or the weekly home blessing is an hour. So I'm kind of going off of that premise in a way. So I'm not doing it because I'm going to get burned out or anything like that. I always set a time frame that I'm going to stop. It could be 30 minutes. It could be, hey, I got 5 minutes real quick. Let me see what I can do. Things like that. So this seems to be working a little bit. I haven't gotten very far with it, so I don't know if I'm going to stick with this or not, but I just wanted to give you all an idea. It's something fun. It's kind of like her Flylady bingo, only in my own room and with my own stuff. So basically this week, let me grab the ones I've done, and I'll tell y'all what I've done. It's not a ton, but because I have been enjoying time off too. So I have gotten rid of unwanted items on the front porch and entrance of my home. Filled up an entire garbage bag doing that. And there was some gross things up there too. Anyway, vacuum under the bed in Xander's room. That was fun because I had to move his crib, but we did that. Wash the canisters and knickknacks in the kitchen. Yeah, I still didn't do that. I need to put that back in because I didn't do that one. I drew it and then decided not to do it. Throw away empty bottles in the kids' bathroom. That's done. Straighten up coats at the front door. That was fun. We still had summer stuff in there, and it's December. And straighten toy shelves in Xander's room. I did do that, but now they're all a mess again. But it is still a system that he can do, and I just need to be more mindful of making him clean that up more often. Remove cobwebs in the laundry room. I can't talk. There was a lot of those as well. And then clean off secretary and printer desk. I didn't do that either, so that needs to go back in. And then what's this other one? Wash the outside of the toilet in the master bathroom. I didn't do that. I meant to. I just forgot, I think, after all. So it's not a perfect system. So basically, I was trying it with withdrawing 3 at a time, and so obviously you can tell that doesn't work because I'll forget something. So basically I need to stick with taking out 1 at a time and doing it, so that way I can focus on the one thing. So, but I did get a lot more done than I normally do, and I've only done it a couple of days since I started this. It's a lot of work to set up because, like I said, it's a lot of papers because basically each task, I put one task on a strip and then go at it. So I'm gonna try it out some more and see if I tweak it anymore. If I do, I'll let you know, and stuff like that. So there's that. But if you're feeling overwhelmed and things, sometimes you just gotta sit back and think about, what am I doing? I mean, that was the thing, is I was being rough on myself, and then I sat there and thought, but I'm making leeway. I am. I'm doing things. I'm getting better at what I'm doing. And so basically, that's where I thought about it, and I'm like, no, I'm doing my morning routine. I am still doing my morning routine, and that is better than not doing anything at all. So I wasn't a complete failure, and I'm taking pride in the fact I'm sticking with that. I'm not doing as much as I was doing before, but my workload has changed. That's the reason why it's been harder for me to do everything. You know, I had those videos back then whenever I did the whole shebang for the whole entire day, and I showed you. It was awesome when I could do all that. Now my workload's changed. I don't have the time. With everything else and family life and things like that, I don't have the time to do all of that stuff. And if you remember back then, no, I take that back. Back then I was doing the weekly home blessing. It was just wrapped up in what I was doing each day. So I basically broke down the tasks into days to do it that way. So, but anyway, I just hope that this helps somebody, that they find it a little bit encouraging. You can find ways of, finding easier formats of doing things. Find what works for you. It doesn't have to be perfect, and be thankful for what you can get done, and still take the time to sit back and relax and enjoy your family. Don't become so obsessed with cleaning that you're forgetting that part, and that's one thing that I really struggle with sometimes. But I'm doing better at this, and getting through the winter and the holiday season and things like that. We'll see how it goes, but that's where we're at for now. I will talk to you all later. Bye.